Hello, my lovely soul family. Welcome to my sacred space, my friends. This reading is timeless, so whenever you come across the video is when the message is meant to be heard. So for those of you who know my channel, who know my readings quite well, this is a whole different reading we're going to be doing today. This reading should cover the remaining of October for any fire sign. So that goes for Sagittarius, Aries, and or Leo. The fire sign, you could be a sun fire sign, a moon fire sign, a rising, a cross watcher, whatever the case may be. Okay, you are welcomed into my sacred space. So this is Love No Limits. My name is Kay, and here is your second half of the October update. This is a completely new style for me. This is my first video that I'm making like this. Even the camera orientation is different, so I'm a little nervous. I hope everything works out well. And if you have any comments, okay, about the video, anything you'd like to see different, anything you really liked, definitely let me know down in that comment section below, as well as liking the video, okay, first and foremost, and subscribing to the channel if you like what you see, if it's something you can vibe to. But my friends, let's jump into your pile selection. So this is going to be pile number 1. This is going to be pile number 2. And this is going to be pile number 3. As always, timestamps are located down below in that description box. So without further ado, my friends, let's jump right into it. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading today, my friends. This reading is supposed to give you some insight on what is going to be occurring for you within the next second half of October. So, my fellow fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, let's start your reading. So to start the reading, I'm actually going to shuffle some cards from this Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Depending on what wants to come out, I feel like that is going to be the focus for the next 2 weeks for you. So pile number 1, let's give this puppy a shuffle. Spirit, okay, that was quite fast. Spirit, is there anything else that pile number 1 should be focusing on for the next 2 weeks, for the remainder of October? Spirit, is there anything you want to tell fire signs? Okay. So pile number 1, you guys have 2 oracle cards here. So your first one that jumped out was Winter with Take Care of Your Needs. So perhaps the remainder of October, you may find yourself focusing on yourself, your personal development, your personal goals, things of that nature. You guys also have the Hermit card with Retreat and Recharge. Yeah, so I definitely am getting a sense here, pile number 1, that for the next 2 weeks, I definitely see you in a space of solitude for some of you. The Hermit card could speak a lot of solitude. Okay, going back in, retreating, rest, rejuvenation, things of that nature. But I'm overall sensing this need to reevaluate something, pile number 1, because you guys also have the clear quartz stone here. Now this stone is great, okay? It's connected to all signs, all elements, and it acts as a great mental and or emotional cleanse. So for pile number 1, you may associate with being in your head a lot quite recently. Okay, again, for some of you, I'm definitely seeing the need to take a step back from whatever current situation you're in and reanalyze something, okay? Very interesting start here. So I'm just going to keep these cards here. And let's start on the rest of your reading. So pile number 1. This first card here is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and you guys have resin. Interesting. I'm actually currently working with resin on an art project that I'm doing, so this is very interesting to me. So, pile number one, resin. Resin is a miraculous material. It offers both stability and transparency. For centuries, sculptors and archivists have used it to capture an object in time and place, preserving it for observation or adoration. Envision a delicate insect or flower suspended in a paperweight. Such is the alchemical energy of resin. Its qualities are protective, sealing, and hardening. When this card appears, there is a holding that's occurring, either literally or psychically. While well intended, someone may be limiting the one they wish to protect. There may be an aspect of nostalgia at work in the laboratory, an unwillingness to let go or change. On the other hand, the resin card can indicate a preservation of that which is most valued, a return to what's been lost. So as you can see, pile number one, this card is all about holding, adhering, and surrounding. There's also something that I read there, let me just find it, that caught my attention. Resin offers both stability and transparency. So it's very interesting, right? Because you guys also were called to the clear quartz as well. And it is a very transparent stone. However, it's supposed to provide you with stability, emotional stability, mental stability. So pile number one, you may definitely resonate with quite recently feeling stuck, okay, a hold of some kind, perhaps withdrawn from something or someone. Within the next 2 weeks, okay, your remainder of October, I feel like you're being called to focus on yourself, okay, and how this situation is affecting you personally. Again, for some of you, with the Hermit and Winter card, I'm definitely sensing a need to retreat of some kind, to take a step back, and perhaps this resin card will help allow you to do that. If you resonate with things kind of standing still at this time, pile number one, I definitely have a feeling that there's a reason for it. You know, the universe works in mysterious ways. So when things are all standing quite still, there's definitely a reason for it. There's definitely something that you can do to help projectile you, yourself, and your personal dreams, your personal goals, your ambitions, whatever it is that you want to accomplish or do right now, pile number one. Okay, very interesting start here, but let's dive into the tarot. So your first tarot card today is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, this is a very emotionally sound figure to me. The King of Cups could also represent our creativity and our emotional well-being. So pile number one, I feel like within the next 2 weeks, for the remainder of October, through this time of everything feeling like it's standing still, I feel like you are meant, or you are being advised, to not only go and take care of your needs, to rest and retreat, but to also kind of find your motivation again, to kind of find that spark. For some of you, I'm picking up intuitively that you may resonate with quite recently, feeling almost like you have writer's block, okay? Perhaps you feel a little stuck in your own headspace, overthinking. Within the next 2 weeks, pile number one, I definitely see you using this resin time, this resin period, this holding, this standing still, and you're using it to your benefit. Again, with the clear quartz, I feel like within the next 2 weeks, more clarity is meant to enter your energetic field. And I feel like by practicing things like meditation, okay, getting into creative hobbies, creative projects, painting, writing, dancing, I feel like that's really going to be beneficial for you guys. I feel like it's going to help motivate you and inspire you. Yeah, so you guys will have a better sense of direction. That's what I'm picking up here. But pile number one, let's look a little deeper. So you guys also have the Knight of Wands. I love this card. The Knight of Wands to me often represents someone who is strong, passionate, and willing to start over again. Take note that in this card, I'm still getting used to the camera angle, guys. Please work with me. But take note how in this card, there is a volcano in the background. To me, volcanoes represent things like repression, okay, suppressed emotions, troubling times. And this knight here, with his one wand, his one torch, he is walking away from those times. He is walking away from these feelings. He's walking away from those environments. And he's moving somewhere, that will better suit him and his well being. So, pile number one, I definitely see that for the remainder of October, perhaps you may experience a standing still of some kind, okay, especially in the beginning. But take note, through this holding, okay, through this resin-like time, I feel like when the rest of the world is standing still, it gives you an opportunity to also stand still with it, to listen, okay, to your inner self. Perhaps you may resonate with, perhaps this clarity will come in the form of being more observant around others, being more observant of others' behavior, of others, the way they do things, okay? Take it how it resonates. But pile number one, your last tarot card today, is the Five of Beetles, which is the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, I definitely have a feeling that the next 2 weeks, pile number one, I'm not gonna lie, I do see a little bit of a stress period here. The Five of Pentacles often represents being in lack of something. Okay, focusing on what you don't have or what's not working out currently for you. So I almost said within the next 24 hours, within the next 2 weeks, pile number one, I have a feeling that something is definitely going to be put on hold. There's going to be some sort of pause, whether this be in the workplace, okay, whether this have to do with someone else, being in a relationship, whatever the case may be. I feel like this reading is advising you to not use this time and focus on what you don't have, but instead do the inner work, okay, and recognize all that you do have, all that you can work with. Because I have a feeling, pile number one, that after this next 2 weeks of October, something is definitely going to be picking up for you. And I feel like it has a lot to do with this Knight of Wands here. Again, the volcano in the background, and he is simply walking away from it. So I have a sense here, pile number one, that towards the end, within the next 2 weeks here, towards the end of it, you definitely may find yourself walking away from this situation that is just no longer moving in your direction or moving for you, right? Very interesting stuff here. So pile number one, I have your last two oracle cards here. So your first one is Emily Bronte with Fantasy. Emily Bronte with Fantasy. This card is from the Literary Witches Oracle deck, by the way. So fantasy, I'm picking up a few different things from this card. Perhaps pile number one, perhaps you're in a period right now where you're not really seeing the full picture here in something. I feel like when it comes to some sort of institution for some of you, okay, because we do have the house being portrayed here, when it comes to some very specific institution, this could be someone's home. This could be some sort of building that you work in, whatever the case may be. But I feel like there is some sort of illusion taking place within that facility. Even if this isn't something physical, this could be a group of people, okay? I feel like this card is representing that whatever environment you find yourself in most frequently, perhaps there's something going on that you just don't see or you're not aware of yet. So within the next 2 weeks here, pile number one, I have a feeling that not only will you be uncovering, okay, this fantasy, this illusion, but you're also going to take matters in your own hands, okay, through this troubling process, through this holding the stagnant time. I have a feeling that you are going to be using that time to your advantage by going back, retreating, right? I'll give you a little example, pile number one. So say, for example, very interesting because you got the winter card. I was actually going to give you a winter snowy example. So say, for example, you have a job, okay? You work 40 hours a week in the job. This is only an example, my friends, so only take it if it actually resonates. But say, for example, you are very dependent and reliant on getting that full 40 hours in, right? Say, for example, one day it starts to snow. And when I say snow, I mean snow. Like, there's like 5 feet of snow on the ground. And as a result, the facility had to close down for like a day or two. So that's a good example of, although it may cause a little bit of stress and really make you want to resort to this Five of Pentacles mindset of, I need the hours, I need the money, right? Perhaps you can utilize that time to step back and take care of what you need to take care of aside from this facility. Maybe that will give you the opportunity to take a step back and find more clarity, okay, in something, in another area of your life. Or perhaps it will allow you to take a step back and realize how unhappy you are working in this facility, okay? That's just an example. Only take it if it resonates, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I have a feeling here, pile number one, that for the remainder of October, you are going to be forced to stand still in some kind of way. Okay, at first you may want to resort to just being in this lack mindset here, but this reading is highly advising you to see beyond the bigger picture, to see beyond your current situation, because I have a feeling that there is a lot of information and a lot of clarity there for you. So pile number one, I have your last oracle card here. This card is from the Archangel Fire Oracle deck. Ooh, fire. Okay. So this card should give us some solid advice on how to move forward. So pile number one, you guys have number 25, Raziel. Number 25, Raziel. And this card represents mystery, it says. Be open to magic and mystery. Pay close attention to signs and symbols. If you have drawn this card, you may be experiencing an awakening or deepening of your gifts. I really like this message here. So pile number one, I feel like with this card being in your advice pile today, you are being advised to be open to change, be open to new possibilities, and to use these times as an opportunity to pay closer attention to other areas of your life, okay? To other people in your life or other facilities, whatever the case may be. But I definitely have a feeling here, pile number one, that for the remainder of your October, okay, your next 2 weeks, expect some stagnation to occur, but try and use this time to accomplish something, okay? To see the bigger picture, just get more clarity, to take care of your needs, to rest and retreat if you need to, okay? Beautiful reading here, pile number one. I really enjoyed this. I hope this reading helped, okay, in any smallest way, shape, or form it possibly can. If it sounds like it's resonating, definitely let me know down in those comments below. Even if you don't feel like saying anything, dropping a rose really does go a long way. Also, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video, if you vibed with the channel. Also, subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's the easiest way to find me and my content. If you are also feeling called to make a donation, all of that information is down below as well. However, it is not required, so only donate if you have the funds to do so. But most importantly, my beautiful roses, have a beautiful remainder of October. I feel like the next 2 weeks is going to bring in some promise for you, some more clarity, some more stability as well. Pile number one, have a fabulous remainder of your October, and I will catch you guys next time. Hello, File 2. Welcome to your reading today, my friends. This reading should give you some insight on the second half of your October, the next 2 weeks. This reading is for the fire signs out there, so Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. It could be your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising. You could be a cross watcher. Whatever the case may be, I welcome you into my sacred space. But pile number two. To start your reading, my friends, I'm actually just going to give this Angels and Ancestors deck a little shuffle and see what the focus point of your reading will be. What should your primary focus be for the remainder of October? So Spirit, what should pile number two's focus be for the remainder of October? What should pile number two's focus be for the remainder of October? What is the focus point of this reading? Okay. Oop. All right. So So pile number 2, you guys have 2 cards here. So your first one that jumped out was Broken Arrow with Embrace the Energy of Peace. I love that. So pile number 2, with the Broken Arrow, Embrace the Energy of Peace. Right off the bat, I am picking up an energy that perhaps you may resonate with quite recently, things not working out, or one thing in particular not working out for you. For the remainder of October, I have a feeling that whatever conflict, okay, whatever battle you were battling in, whatever war you were fighting figuratively or metaphysically, take it how it resonates, but I have a feeling that the remainder of October is going to allow you to feel more peace, to bring more peace into your energetic field through some sort of conflict resolution here. So you guys also have Stargazer with Set Your Sights Higher. Look at that. So again, pile number 2, I have a feeling that for the remainder of October here, okay, your focus should be to let go of the conflict, of the battles that, you know, either you can't win or that really just doesn't serve you, and to start focusing on higher ground, to start walking towards higher ground. Again, I have a feeling that with the Broken Arrow here, some sort of conflict resolution may already be at play or will be at play in your life, pile number 2. But my friends, let's move on to the rest of your reading. So you guys also have the Red Jasper Stone. It's very interesting because red jasper, so this is connected to our root chakra. It's also, of course, associated with the elements of fire, and red jasper is great, especially for, you know, people who specifically has some sort of stunt in their motivation or their inspiration. Red jasper helps bring our passions to life, our inspirations to life. It's also very much connected to sexual energy, okay, or sexuality, things of that nature. But pile number 2, let's dive a little deeper. So I'm going to put red jasper right there. And yeah, so your first card here in your pile, this card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and you guys have the androgen, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, the androgen. Very beautiful card. I love the rainbows. And I love how the spider is kind of coming down right in the middle here, because to me, spiders are often associated with webs, right? And to me, webs could often represent some sort of ongoing conflict or problem that we keep finding ourselves stuck in. So with the spider kind of coming in between the rainbows, I have a feeling that for the remainder of October, again, expect more peaceful times, expect some sort of conflict to be resolved here. But pile number 2, the androgen. The androgen is a deeply revered image in alchemy. Born of Hermes and Aphrodite, the hermaphroditos has been classically depicted as a balanced union of divine masculine, the sun, and divine feminine, the moon. Yet today's alchemist knows the androgen is far more nuanced than that. It encompasses the infinite spectrum and reveals itself in ever-changing, non-binary forms. The divine hermaphrodite defies definition as it is a deeply personal, felt experience. Accessing this fluid and enlightened state requires us to slip into the contradictory realm of the senses. Breath by breath, we are drawn into our limbs, our fluids, our orifices, organs, and cells. We let go of rules and labels. Judgment is suspended. The gods are present, as are the creative mysteries of the underworld. For a brief moment, we hold all our complexities in one loving form. Like a newborn, we know not our name, gender, age, or location. We are the embodied artist, embraced unconditionally by the sun and the moon. So, wow, very deep stuff here, pile number 2. So as you can see, this card is all about creative transcendence, multiplicity, and the artist. There's also a little like side note in the description here that I just would like to read to you. It says to ponder: sexuality without language, intimacy without sexuality. I don't know why this is sticking out to me, pile number 2. Perhaps it has to do with your reading in some way, okay? Which is interesting to me because with the red jasper here, I did make a comment about how red jasper can help us embrace our sexual sides or sexuality. So pile number 2. Very interesting here. In the beginning of the read, I was picking up this sense of some sort of conflict being resolved. For the majority of you here, I have a feeling that this conflict could represent some sort of inner conflict happening within you. Now, this is very specific, so only take this if it actually resonates, okay? For some of you, I am picking up an energy that perhaps you are changing your sexual preferences in some way. Perhaps you are embracing new sexual activities, or again, preferences. Only take that if it actually resonates. But I have a sense here, a deep sense of the word embrace keeps coming to my mind. So for the remaining second half of the October, pile number 2, again, I have a feeling that you are letting go of some sort of conflict or a troubling issue, a troubling person, a troubling job, whatever the case may be. You are letting go of something in order for more peace to be received. And with the stargazer, set your sights higher. I have a feeling the word breakthrough just came to my mind. Beautiful. So you may be experiencing, or perhaps you will be experiencing some sort of breakthrough in your life that will help allow you to set higher goals for yourself, to set higher standards for yourself. Okay? Very beautiful energy, pile number 2. But let's dive a little deeper. So your first tarot card today is Temperance. I love it. So Temperance, this is all about peace, finding harmony. The Temperance card has everything to do with balance. I really like that the Temperance card is the first tarot card to pop out, because the androgen talked a lot about Hermes and Aphrodite. Now, I'm not saying, okay, let me put this out there real quick. I am not saying that you are a hermaphrodite. That is not what I'm saying. It's nothing more than an energy that encompasses both the sun, right, and the moon, the masculine and feminine qualities. So pile number 2, within the next 2 weeks, towards the end of October here, I have a feeling that something is going to come full circle. Okay, whatever wasn't working out before, you will find some sort of resolution in, okay, or flat out just letting it go, okay, and moving on to bigger and better things. I have a feeling for the majority of you here, this reading could have to do with your mental health. For some of you, only take that if it actually resonates. But for others, with the red jasper, again, more passion is entering your life here. For some of you, perhaps this reading has to do with some sort of masculine and feminine partnership. You may resonate with, perhaps you will be meeting someone, okay? Meeting someone that you didn't expect to have some sort of attraction to, whether it be physically, mentally, or emotionally. Take it how it resonates, pile number 2. But your second tarot card today is the 2 of Pentacles. Wow, very cool. Okay, check out the 2 of Pentacles, and I love how this deck uses a rainbow to connect the 2 of them, because in this card, again, that was one of the first things I pointed out, was the rainbows, the clarity, the sunshine, okay, the positivity after a rainy day. So pile number 2, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you may resonate with quite recently juggling something, or even more than 2 things. Take it how it resonates. But I have a feeling that towards the end of October, okay, you are going to find more harmony and balance in these 2 pentacles here. Again, the Temperance card, she's actually holding water in one hand and fire in the other. So pile number 2, I have a deep sense of feeling here that towards the end of the month, the next 2 weeks of October, it's going to be very harmonious for you. Things are going to really be looking up, okay? Very interesting, because you got the stargazer, right? Yeah, things are looking up, okay? This is very random, only take if it resonates, but I do have a feeling for the majority of you, perhaps this end of a conflict or tough time will happen out of nowhere. For some of you here, I am seeing some sort of sudden change, okay, through some sort of decision being made here. Again, 2 of Pentacles could often represent, being faced with some sort of decision or an ultimatum of some kind. So perhaps the next 2 weeks, you will be faced with some sort of decision, and perhaps this decision may, as minor as it may seem at the time, I have a feeling it's going to allow all of this harmony and balance to enter your life. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So your last tarot card today, my friends, is the Judgment card. So the Judgment card, this card is all about an awakening, being reawakened, okay? Our passion and vitality and energy coming back to us and rising us up from our own ashes. So pile number 2, within the next 2 weeks, okay, the remainder of your October, expect some serious judgments to be made. Very interesting as well. Okay, because I was just kind of suggesting some sort of choice, decision, a judgment being made, okay? And I have a feeling that whatever this choice, whatever this judgment being made by you, of course, I have a feeling that you are going to have some level of control over it. I have a feeling it's going to help revitalize you, help wake you up again, help you see the colors in a black and white situation. Beautiful stuff. So I have your last 2 oracle cards here, pile number 2. This first one is from the Literary Witches Oracle deck. Oh, I love it. So you guys got the wildflowers. Yeah. In this deck, the wildflowers could represent things like something coming together, right? On their own, each flower is so individually unique and beautiful, but when you put them all together, you create a bouquet of something so unique, personal as well. The wildflowers card in this deck could often represent things like romance. So again, pile number 2. For some of you, perhaps you will be meeting someone or something. You're going to either be meeting someone or coming across something that will help make you feel more complete, make you feel more whole. Again, with the androgen, the hermaphrodite represents, conceptually, conceptually, it represents, half masculine and feminine, equal parts of the same whole. So maybe, who knows, maybe towards the end of October, you might be meeting someone. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and say this person will complete you, because only you can complete you. And once you are completed, right? Once your arrow is broken here, pile number 2, and you find resolution in your own conflict in your own life, and you on your own can feel whole, that is what attracts someone like a lover into your life, right? A twin flame, a soulmate, whatever the case may be. Oops, I'll keep you over there. So pile number 2. I have your last oracle card here, my friends. This card is from the Archangel Fire Oracle deck, and it should give you some solid advice on how to move forward. So you guys have number 16 with Gal-Galiel. So the number 16 is sticking out to me. That number could be something of significance or important for you. Only take it if it resonates. But number 16, let's see. Power comes from God and is the essence of love. Do not be afraid to use your power for good. Claim back your sovereignty and give yourself permission to follow your inner guidance. Take control of the steering wheel of your life. Choose your direction. Wow, beautiful stuff here. Sorry I'm so excited, pile number 2. But yes, as you can see, choose your direction. Take control of your steering wheel. Again, I feel like within the next 2 weeks, for the remainder of your October, you're being advised to be more present in your own life, to be more present in your own power, to be more present in your everyday decision making. Okay, pile number 2. Again, something I want to actually point out too, this card, power, actually comes right after the card of joy. So yeah, for the remainder of October, pile number 2, I definitely see some conflict resolution being made, you being more present and decisive in your own life, okay? And as a result, things are going to naturally fall into place for you. I see a lot of joy, I see a lot of harmony, I see a lot of hope in your reading. So beautiful stuff here, pile number 2. I believe that is all I'm seeing in your spread today. So my friends, if the reading resonated, let me know down in those comments below. Even if you don't feel like saying anything, dropping a rose really does go a long way. you vibe with the channel and you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like button. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Okay, I definitely the reason why I made these subtle changes to the video and the channel was to get a little bit more viewers, was to get a little bit more eyes on the channel to help it grow. So subscribe. All right, my friends. But okay, most importantly, have a beautiful remainder of your October. Happy Halloween. Okay, when it comes to the trick or treat, I definitely see a treat in your bag of candy here. So pile number 2, have a fabulous remainder of the month of October, and I will catch you guys next time. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This reading should give you some insight on what is going to be occurring for you, the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, for the remainder of October. So again, this reading is for the fire signs for the remainder of October. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, this could be your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising. You could be a cross watcher. Whatever the case may be, you are welcomed into my sacred space. So to start your reading, my friends, we're actually going to give this Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck a shuffle. Now, this card should give us the focus point of your reading. What is the main focus you should be paying attention to for the remainder of October? So, Spirit, what should pile number 3, what should their focus be for the remainder of October? Very interesting. All right. So you guys actually got 2 cards. 2 of them slipped out at the same time. And the first one is, Peacekeeper, with let go of the need to be right. The Peacekeeper, with let go of the need to be right. So, very interesting to me. Okay, the one thing that's really calling my attention in this card is the white buffalo in the background. So, to my understanding, I believe that white buffaloes are often associated with spirit. So with the Peacekeeper card here, pile number 3, perhaps the remainder of your October, you may find yourself in some sort of social situation. You may find yourself in some sort of mediator position, okay, helping 2 parties kind of see one objective goal. That wanted to come out, so only take that if it resonates. But you guys also have the Water Guardian with connect with your emotions. I love this message. So pile number 3. In order for me to better explain what is coming to mind right now, I'm actually just going to jump into your stone first. So you guys actually got the strawberry quartz. And strawberry quartz is great when it comes to finding that balance between your physical and spiritual body. It also has a tendency to help us have a better understanding of our emotions in order to better understand others. So again, pile number 3, I have a feeling here that within the next 2 weeks, okay, the remainder of your October, you may find yourself again in some sort of social situation, okay, a situation where you need to mediate something. With the strawberry quartz, again, it is a great stone to help us have a better understanding and awareness of ourselves in order to have more compassion and understanding towards others. So I actually just got a little visual in my mind, pile number 3. And have you guys ever heard that phrase? First of all, have you ever heard that phrase that like humor could really go a long way in a tense situation? It helps people relax, right? Yeah, so I'm seeing someone in the middle of a group of people who are just arguing, and I'm seeing someone in the middle who has a smile on their face and is really trying to make light of the situation. And to me, that really is the peacekeeper, right? Someone who can not only laugh at themselves, but bring lightness into a heated debate or a heated argument or tense situation amongst other people, amongst the community. So pile number 3, very powerful message right off the bat. But let's dive a little deeper. So this first oracle card on the top of your deck is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. So let's see what you guys have. Ooh, copper. I love how it says Aries on it. I know that's not how you spell Aries, but still very interesting. So copper. In ancient times, on an island called Sapri, copper was mined extensively to make vessels and tools. This island is the same fertile ground of Aphrodite, the goddess associated with the planet Venus and the forces of love, pleasure, and fertility. Such is the magic of copper. This golden-hued metal elicits delight and mystique, even a sense of awe. The copper card marks the arrival of Eros in the laboratory. It is likely the alchemist has been hard at work for too long, prioritizing scholarly pursuits over sensual pleasures. Get ready for a shift of priorities, for an awakening of the heart and the life-generating centers of the body. In the true alchemical experiment, nothing is excluded or separate from the work. Bring sensuality into the fold and embrace it with reverence and curiosity. Aphrodite smiles upon you. Very beautiful here. So pile number 3, as you can see, this card was all about fertility, the womb, and Venus. Something I actually want to point out here was its connection to Venus and an opening of the heart in some way. Very interesting, because like the little visualization I got was someone literally cracking a joke. Someone literally bringing humor into a tense situation in order to loosen things up a little, okay, to lighten things up. So pile number 3, I have a feeling that for the next 2 weeks here, okay, for the remainder of October, you might find yourself, some of you, I do have a feeling that this reading has a lot to do with your mood. Okay, for some of you, I have a feeling that you may find yourself already in a very positive, uplifting mood. Something else I'd like to point out as well was the whole phrase of bringing sensuality into the fold. Yeah, so when I say sensuality, it doesn't have to be, actual sensuality. For the majority of you here, I have a feeling that bringing humor and lightness into social situations for the remainder of October will not only do you well, but will also help the people you care about, help the people you love, help the people that, you surround yourself with. Beautiful energy here. So again, for the remainder of October, pile number 3, you may find yourself in a position where your mood and your emotions might have a greater influence over others, over other people around you. You may find yourself in some sort of mediator-like position, okay? Perhaps you are, I don't know, in some sort of family drama, friendship drama, coworker drama. And yeah, I just see you in a position of seeing the higher picture. Again, you guys got to connect with your emotions and let go of the need to be right. So pile number 3, for the remainder of October, I definitely see you diving deep into yourself, okay? It's very interesting. I actually just looked up real quick and I saw a picture of someone meditating. Maybe you will be embracing some sort of practice like through meditation, okay? Through things like conscious breathing exercises, whatever the case may be. I just definitely see you getting a better grip on your physical and spiritual body, and as a result, you're able to help those who are having a little bit of trouble doing so. Beautiful energy, pile number 3. So your first tarot card today is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so to me, the Queen of Wands mainly represents a figure that, I look up to, a figure that other people look up to as well. She's very inspirational. She's very passionate. She's very caring for the people around her. I love how in this Queen of Wands, she's actually depicted with a dog here. Dogs often represents loyalty, leadership. So pile number 3, for the remainder of October, I have a feeling that this Queen of Wands is kind of describing you and how people will be viewing you for the remainder of October. Again, if there's anyone, okay, to come in and be the conflict revolution, it is the Queen of Wands. Again, very loyal figure, very caring, very inspirational. And whenever she has something to say, usually everyone in the room stops to listen. She's gained a specific level of respect in her community. So yeah, pile number 3, I have a feeling that this Queen of Wands is you. Okay, I feel like you are going to be the inspiration. You are going to be the leader. You are going to be, the loyal friend, the loyal sister, the loyal brother, the loyal father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, whatever the case may be. Okay, I have a feeling that whatever position you may find yourself in, you are going to be seen with a lot of respect. However, I do want to point out here, because the peacekeeper, right? This looks like a shaman. And in Native American culture, the shaman was their spiritual leader, right? She was the one person everyone looked to for peace, for guidance, okay? So with the let go of the need to be right, I have a feeling that not only you, pile number 3, will find some... will be helping end some sort of conflict, but I have a feeling that you will also, first and foremost, be resolving some sort of conflict within yourself. Okay, that let go of that need to be right is really sticking out to me. So for the remainder of October, I have a feeling that the word humility is going to be very important for you. Yep, this reading screams humility, right? Recognizing that we are all human beings, that we all make mistakes, and we are all on our own unique and individual paths. And when we recognize that, it becomes easier to connect with others, right? To help others along the way, to become an inspirational figure that when people listen to us talk, they don't tense up, right? Or they don't get angry. It helps loosen them, right? And brings more lightness to a situation. Again, very random remark here, but I have a feeling that being humorous, right? You may associate with being someone who loves comedy, who loves making jokes, who loves to laugh. Okay, if that is the case, great, then this reading is definitely for you. But pile number 3, let's dive deeper. So your second tarot card today is the Knight of Swords. I love it. So the Knight of Swords, to me, this card could often represent communication, right? Perhaps you may find yourself communicating, okay, with numerous people on numerous different occasions. This card is also associated with kind of having some sort of laser focus, being so focused on one in particular thing. Sometimes you can lack the bigger picture here. So pile number 3, within the next 2 weeks, okay, for the remainder of your October, I feel like the Knight of Swords here is coming out to remind you to keep an open mind. Okay, the eagle here represents seeing the bigger picture, right? I'm pretty sure that eagles are literally the highest flying birds. So they are able to literally get the highest point of view of the world around them. So pile number 3, again, for the remainder of October, I definitely see you in a position where not only are you focusing on specific things, okay, and accomplishing specific things, either for yourself or other people, but you're also keeping in mind the bigger picture, which is great. So your last tarot card today is the 5 of Moths, which is the 5 of Wands. Yeah, the 5 of Wands could often represent conflict between people, a competition of some kind, a debate. The 5 of Wands is often associated with the need to be right in some sort of way here. So again, pile number 3 for the remainder of October. Okay, with the 5 of Wands, again, it's just confirming everything I've pretty much been saying here. You are definitely going to find yourself in a position, pile number 3, where multiple people around you are going to be in some sort of debate, an argument, okay? Now, this could be physically in person, right? Because what's cool about the strawberry quartz was, again, it helps balance our physical bodies and our spiritual ones. So for some of you, I am picking up this energy that for some of you, this could be a physical argument, okay? You could be in a room with a bunch of people not getting along with each other. But for others, this could be more metaphysical, online, over the phone, okay? Take it how it resonates. But I definitely see you, again, pile number 3, finding the beauty in the situation with the copper, okay? Letting go of things that, are out of your control, accepting the fact that you are not always right, bringing humility in the mix, right? Recognizing that we are all human, we all make decisions on a daily basis, and sometimes, it's not always about the wrong or right one. It's about getting to know ourselves and getting to know the world around us so we can better understand what's truly going on, right? Knight of Swords, so we can see the bigger picture instead of honing in and focusing on, the world that we live in. When we're able to connect and become more aware and accepting of ourselves and our own emotions, of course, be having acceptance for others will naturally follow, right? So pile number 3, I have your last 2 oracle cards here. So this first one is from the Literary Witches Oracle deck. So let's take a look. Oh, very interesting. So you guys have Anis Nin with the subconscious. One thing I want to point out here is all the water. It looks like she's in water. I'm not sure if it's water or like a fog of some kind, but yeah, with the subconscious, it's reminding me of the water guardian, right? Connecting with your emotions. I'm also seeing someone writing things down, perhaps doing some sort of like intuitive writing, some channeling through writing. Perhaps that will benefit you in some way. But with the subconscious here, pile number 3, again, I have a feeling that for the remainder of October, a lot of clarity about yourself will help the world around you become more clear. I feel like for the remainder of October, it is very important for you to start connecting with yourself on a sensual level, on a deeper level, and being okay with what is there. For some of you, you may resonate with just recently kind of doing some sort of shadow work here. Okay, we have 2 women being portrayed on the bottom and the top of this card. Yeah, there's definitely something that you need to accept here, pile number 3, whether that be about yourself, okay, or some sort of situation that you're in. But with the subconscious card, again, I feel like whatever was, subconscious, right? Whatever wasn't conscious, whatever you weren't consciously aware of, through this work of letting things go, letting go the need to be right, you will acquire great wisdom. Okay, you will require great leadership qualities as well. You will become someone where people can easily connect to. Okay, I'm not saying you're not already pile number 3. Okay, you probably are. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm just saying, yeah, for the remainder of October, there's definitely some work, okay, that needs to be worked on beneath the surface. And as a result, okay, towards the end of October, I'm picking up intuitively around like Halloween. Yeah, you're going to become this figure. You're going to embrace who you truly are. And I feel like you're going to help motivate and inspire other people in a similar situation that you were in. Beautiful stuff. So pile number 3, I have your last oracle card. This card is from the Archangel Fire Oracle deck, and it should give us some solid advice on how to move forward. So you guys have number 6 with Uriel. I love it. Check out all the fire, y'all. Number 6 with Uriel. So this card speaks upon salvation, and your message is, let go of anger and unforgiveness, and let my flame of love illuminate your heart. I can help free you from emotional pain. If you do not know the right words to say, call upon me and I will speak through your heart. Beautiful message. So pile number 3. Okay, just a little side note here. There was some mention of the flame, right? Uriel is very much connected to the flame. So just a little side note. Okay, this is just something I'm personally advising here. If you find yourself in a position where it's hard to forgive yourself for something, it's becoming harder to forgive someone else for something, if you resonate with experiencing a lot of emotional pain, okay, I suggest to use fire. Fire is a beautiful element. It helps purify, right, the energies around us. So pile number 3, whenever you're feeling a little emotionally distressed, okay, distraught, whatever the case may be, light a candle and breathe. I feel like it sounds silly, but trust me, it goes a long way, okay? So definitely give that a try if you feel called to do so. But again, salvation, to let go of anger, to let go of unforgiveness, and to let the flame of love illuminate you from the inside out. I have a feeling here, pile number 3, that you will definitely find yourself in a position where you may need to communicate something. For some of you, you may find yourself in a position where you may need to communicate something that may feel a little uncomfortable. Okay, whatever the case may be, towards the end of October here, I definitely see a lot of personal growth, a lot of personal transformation in just 2 weeks. Again, I have a feeling for the majority of you here, by truly embracing who you are and understanding and recognizing, even that subconscious, darker aspects of yourself, you are able to find the light in any situation, right? With the fire, with the flame, Queen of Wands, you are going to help illuminate some sort of path, either for yourself or someone else. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So pile number 3. I believe that's all I'm seeing in your reading today, my friends. I really hope this video helped. I was very nervous. This is very new to me. I've never really done a reading like this particularly. So let me know if you have any comments or feedback. Let me know in that comment section below. Even if you don't feel like saying anything and you just want to support the channel, drop a rose. That goes a long way. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, okay? Yeah, subscribe, my friends, all right? I'm definitely making these necessary changes to help this channel go higher myself. So pile number 3, most importantly, my friends, have a beautiful remainder of this month of October. Happy Halloween in advance, my friends, and I will catch you guys next time.